I think I may have went too far this time. Hey guys, it's Dustin, the Pro Picker here, and I'm here with another thrift store video for you guys, and this one is wild. I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna be at parts of the video where you think I stopped buying, and then I think I'm done buying, and then I buy some more. So this is over a week at the Salvation Army, and I decided to do this all as one video because it has mainly to do with this train stuff here. So these are Rail King items by MTH. For the most part, there's occasional Lionel pieces and stuff and K-Line in here, but most of it's Rail King. That Lionel really wasn't worth enough to justify what they were asking, at least for me to be able to flip and make a profit. But yeah, here I am. I'm just kind of taking a look at everything. If you're triggered by cell phone usage for looking up comps, you may want to avert your eyes because I do use my phone on this. You got to be real careful on a lot of things like this, especially when things are priced at $24.99, $45.99, and so on. So, for instance, all these switches I picked up at $24.99, and I've already sold of the 072 switches, I believe 3 of those for $99.99 shipped. So that's obviously a pretty good buy, and I'm glad I got all of those. I'm just being very selective. We were actually chatting about the dolls there from my previous video. And yeah, as you can see, I'm loading up the cart. But really, these items kind of take up a lot of space, so I do grab these Pennsylvania K-Lines. These were amazing finds. And probably the best ones sitting out there. And they were marked at $24.99 a piece. These were going for roughly $180 online. I threw up my listings there for you to see. I don't know why we ended up accidentally putting those on like 5% sale. This is already sold here, and it's a Cracker Barrel deal. I didn't include those in the final numbers. I totally forgot about it. I'm going to be honest. So actually the numbers are a little bit off against my favor. But if you want to know how much all of this stuff is worth, guys, make sure to stay until the end. I'm going to give a recap and a pretty solid estimation of what I think I'm going to make on all of this. So in the first store, $214.99 is what I spent out the door. And I go ahead and get loaded up here. So the next run into the store that you're going to see is actually just the next day. So Monday, because they had said that they had some more stuff. So I did go ahead and pick up these two. They were ones that I had left behind prior, but I just decided to grab. Since the switches were going so well, I noticed I missed one of the 072 switches, so I grabbed one of those. And then I grabbed another Pennsylvania car. Unfortunately, that one's not worth as much as the other cars, the freight cars, but still, it's actually a pretty valuable piece, so I'm okay with it. I did grab these Skechers shape-ups here. Something to note on those, they're $9.99, and the Merrell hiking shoes there were $9.99 as well. Something to note on the Skechers shape-ups, make sure to check the sides for dry rot. And I spent $75.21 on this trip. I went ahead and returned my cart right away, just because it wasn't too much. I was able to carry it all out of the store.
Hey, Dustin.
Hey.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good.
I'm a fan, man.
Oh, are you?
I watch you every day, man.
Really?
I live in Wilmington, Ohio.
Oh,
and I was like, man, I said, I'm going to catch you one day.
Well, what's your name?
My name's Chris Jones.
Okay, Dustin.
Yeah, man, there he is. I was like, in real life. I was like, man,
This is the most hyped reaction I've ever had.
I mean, here's what happened. I had saw some of your videos back, I'd say probably springtime.
Okay, yeah.
And then I kept watching, and we'll go to some of the places. I mean, one time it was like you were there a day after I was, and you picked up some things that I had picked up.
Yeah,
I was like, but there he is in the flesh.
So you flip too?
Oh yeah, I do all kind of little stuff, cars, whatever,
all
rims.
right,
So I
yeah.
just do a lot of stuff. But it's cool, man. Cool to meet you, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. It's like amazing. You're like a celebrity, man.
Oh God.
Yeah, I watch you with my daughter, and then that's my sister here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we
Hi, nice to meet you.
Like, subscribe, and hit the notification buttons.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, hit the notification buttons, and there we are.
I forgot to hit the camera. Okay, so what you're seeing here is half off day. So I knew that this tag was probably coming up to be on part of the half off day. So I went ahead and just brought a couple IKEA bags, waited for them to open, and started loading up. I'm still very selective, and I'm mainly getting things that have very high margins to them. But a lot of the cars and things were just priced a little bit out of where I felt comfortable. So this is helping for me to, make sure that I'm getting pretty good margins. And I don't have to really worry about being stuck on anything at this price. I've already sold some of those smaller switches right there. And that's one of the few Lionel items I pick up is that Lionel car right there, the 10th anniversary of something. And that's a girder bridge. I don't remember if I got the girder bridge or not. I don't think I did. But yeah, after filling up the 2 bags, I was like, well, I'm still going to need a cart. So I go ahead, put my bags on the ground here. There wasn't a ton of interest in half off trains. So I didn't really have anybody they occasionally come up and look. That's a really solid train. That's a dome train I just put in there. That's the 8-piece trestle set, which I actually just sold prior to recording this voiceover. I thought the Volkswagen rail car deal there was pretty cool with the Beetle. Both of these Atlas trains are actually pretty decent, but I wouldn't have paid $49.99 for them, but at $25, I feel comfortable there. And it's just all a matter of time for these things to sell. I am checking comps. I'm making sure I'm safe because I don't really want to buy things where I'm not making much money or I'm breaking even or losing. So we're being careful here. We're not trying to take everything at the moment. I do end up grabbing these 24 pieces. I didn't want to buy them initially at 30 because of, these are shipped prices, guys, and this is based off of comps and everything. People are only willing to pay so much, right? And yeah, I feel a lot better with a big item like that being like $15 instead. I did make sure that they were all in there and new, so I hesitated to put them on the bottom of the cart until I did so. So I'm glad I checked, even though everything was fine. This was surprising. I don't know how I missed it initially, but I think I ended up getting this for like $10 or so. And yeah, this railroad crossing deal with the flasher and the sound goes for some money, like $75. And such a small item too. I'll probably ship out first priority, but you could even put that first class. She had grabbed one of the items that I had decided to pass on. I was definitely buying a lot of the trade stuff, but I was making sure, to give enough space for other people when they came through, that they'd have a chance to look. And afterwards, I went ahead and condensed everything down to one table for them because I didn't want to be the person making a mess. Well, maybe not one table, but at least all together in one end. I think she thought I worked there or something, so I ended up telling her what the sale tags were. And I was like, yeah, it's this. The combination of moving all this stuff around plus having that camera on probably made me look like. All right, so all of these are blue tag. And I guess I should have just counted up as I went. I've got 3 of these at $24.99 half off.
And that's it?
Sweet.
$154.47.
So that was transaction 2 there, or 3, I guess, of this video. So I end up loading everything up here. But yeah, definitely half off day helped me boost my margins for when I run the numbers for you guys at the end. I'm glad I went and picked some of the more high demand things when it first came out, but then circled back. I think this was a good strategy. But yeah, there you can see the receipt of Endless price, 50% off, price 50% off. And we're not necessarily returning the cart yet. We're going to go around and actually look around and shop now, because I wanted to get that transaction dealt with so I could just get the stuff in the car and not have to like worry about it. I did have so much that I had to do 2 trips though, and I did end up getting the girder bridge. But after putting all of that back in my car, decided to go shopping. So the Tonka truck here, I do end up passing on. I forget what he had it priced at. But I did find these on clouds, which is pretty crazy. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about these as a bolo item lately. And yeah, $12.99 on them. And I see comps around like the $78 mark for pre-owns. They do need cleaned though. So there were these printers, and these are like the old school inkjets, and they actually do go for some money. But you really have to, conditions everything. So like you gotta clean the heck out of them and make them look nice. And they were missing some of the cords. And sometimes when you see a lot of the same printer donated, you don't know. I ended up passing on them. I didn't really feel like dealing with them. But as I was shopping, I saw her put out even more stuff. So it's pretty crazy. They had, you know, some more railroad stuff, or more train stuff, rail king stuff, mainly. So of course, I don't want to pass on any of these switches because they've actually been selling fairly well. So I do grab those. She tells me that she has some more that she's going to bring out for me to look through. And also tells me about some track. And so that piqued my interest. So I do end up sticking around for a little bit to see what else she's going to add to the pile of stuff here. The smaller switches I couldn't grab yet. I do end up grabbing some of these cars she's putting out though. The Santa Fe one's a pretty strong one there. Like it's a $119 car, $120 car. So is that other Steamliner. But here's like some of the track. I don't have a ton of footage from it because I only brought 1 battery on accident. I really didn't expect to be out this long. And yeah, definitely a ton here. There was even more in the back. And what we ended up doing was we worked out 200 for all of the track and a few other accessories and stuff that were laying around along with it. And then I paid for this other stuff at full price. So it becomes a pretty hefty tab. But definitely some of the premium cars and some of the best cars that they've brought out. So I don't feel bad at all throwing my money at it. And yeah, I ended up spending $427.74. That's recorded on my phone, so is this. So it's a little bit different. But yeah, you can see here I'm piling in all the rail cane. And I end up having to move this all around and sort it all. Not sort it, but kind of stack it all a little bit better. So I can fit, after putting my cart back, of course, so I can fit all of the track in there. All right, guys, gonna try and block out the wind here. So like everything that's like in these boxes back here, just an example, like here's some of the track and there's just hundreds of pieces. Like it's literally insane. All right, guys, I'm gonna be quick and to the point here. So this stuff is gonna take some time to sell through everything. And I'm probably going to have to take some discount sales, offers, things like that. So this is just an estimate. Don't hold my feet to the fire on it. We have actually already sold 10 items for a total of $8.54 and 15 cents, which I think is pretty cool to be able to get that kind of money back. this quickly. I mean, it's Saturday now, and this all started last Saturday. And a lot of this stuff is stuff I picked up on Wednesday. So I've only had the stuff for days, and we've already sold 10 items. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's get into the numbers here. So my total list price of everything, and these are going to be free shipping listings, $4,644.10. Now, my shipping, this is purely an estimate, $598. This is actually a pretty high estimate, honestly. Fees, this is the eBay fees that they take, $603.73. And my costs of goods sold being $1,072.41, leaving a total pre-tax net profit of $2,369.96, which I think is actually pretty awesome, all things considered. They weren't the most difficult lists. They weren't the easiest lists, but they weren't the most difficult lists on earth. Not much of this stuff needed tested. A lot of it was brand new. Even the stuff that was pre-owned, we were able to lot up. So we did a lot of lotting when it came to the tracks and everything. And we've actually sold, that was that $322 sale, a chunk of that track already. And we only started getting that stuff listed over the last couple days. So that's just great. Really happy with how things are going so far with it. And with that, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video, turn on the bell notifications. Leave a comment down below, please. It really does help me out. And check me out on Instagram and TikTok. It's @ProPickerOhio. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.